Hey, what's up, fuckers? Two things today. I got one rant about a commercial I thought was really stupid, and then one funny story. So that's the two things. I'll rant first. I just saw a commercial as a close up, like on a backpack. I don't remember the name of the company it was. But when he was like, "Hey, how's it going? In this backpack, I've got the final answer to the portable blender question." And then they go on and they show all about this blender you can shove in your backpack and make smoothies in random places. And it just threw me because I didn't know there was a portable blender question that needed to be addressed. Who the fuck is walking around with a blender at all times just in case they want to make a smoothie while sitting at a bus stop? Or wherever the fuck you're at. Doesn't have to be a bus stop. I guess it's portable. You can blend on the go. But who's doing that? Is that a thing? I I've never seen. I mean, I've seen commercials for the blenders before, right? Portable blenders. Um, but I didn't know it was such a burning and widespread issue, that someone had to come up with a final answer. And the whole final answer, that was a little too close to, final solution for. So if you want to have a blender that you walk around with, fine. But that commercial was fucking dumb. Having the final answer to the portable blender question. Who's having these? Yeah, I mean, are people sitting around, trying to figure out how they're going to make a smoothie or a margarita at a bus stop or in the public library? Probably can't do it in a library. That seems like it'd be loud. They're saying how well it chops through ice. And I have a house blender down in my kitchen that you can blend stuff. Never had the inkling to, I don't know, make a smoothie on a bus or a bus stop or school bus or any kind of public transportation. It's just never struck me as or sitting at an airport. What if you're sitting at an airport, wait on your flight, show up early, you got an hour or two to kill after you've gone through everything. Make sure you left plenty of time for all that stuff goes on at airports. And you think, man, I wish I brought my blender so I could make a smoothie. Dude, there's stores up and down. You can just go buy a fucking smoothie. And then you got to carry all the ingredients with you. You got to bring a bag of ice. Guy had it in his backpack. Where was this ice that your blender can power through? You just walking around with a bag of ice and a bunch of bananas and some strawberries, just in case you get the wild hair up your ass to make a fucking smoothie while you're walking down the sidewalk. Who the fuck does that? And why is that the final answer? You're the only one making a portable blender? That's just fucking weird. I didn't get it. So I had to, complain about it. That's why I'm here. There you go. That's the end of that rant. I don't understand it. Seems stupid. It's like, what the fuck is this shit? So, on to the funny story. I went and got my oil changed yesterday. You drive in and there's a big pit underneath your car. A guy walks around and you pop your hood and they check all the fluids and top off your wiper fluid and any kind of fluids that need topping off. They do that. They change the oil and filter, check the cabin air fill, the whole rigmarole. And the oil that I got, and if you've ever had your oil changed at one of these places, I'm not going to say the name. Maybe I should, because, it's not like a great bunch of guys did a good job, even with the issue that arose. But they got all these like hoses come down onto a rack, and depending on which oil you need, right, it's like a little, almost like a gun with a little hose on it. It's got that big stupid looking dial, and so it's like your car needs 1040, whatever the. I'm not an oil guy. So I know there's like different weights and different cars need like 1040 or 1030 or 2050 or 2020 vision, whatever the fuck, I don't know. I just, put in what the manufacturer recommends. I don't know what it means. I don't care. I don't need to know that. So Honda says, hey, use this oil in this car. I'll just, you go to the store and you buy that oil and you put it in your car. That's the extent of the information that I require, personally, that I require about my oil. Just, what does the guy who built the car recommend I put in the fucking engine that he built? That's all I need to know. But, so they got their little rack, and, they put the gun in, and this big goofy dial moves, and it goes ka-kunk, ka-kunk, ka-kunk. You can see the hose jumping each time, and then the dial points at like how much oil it put in, so they don't put in too much. Apparently my car needed a like 020 synthetic blend, and they didn't have that in one of the hoses, so I took this like a big plastic pitcher, like you're making lemonade for 100 people, and they go off in a different room, and they come back with, now it's like half full, and they grab a funnel and they're pouring it into my engine, and I was like, yeah, all right. that amuses me, but that's not the funny part. So the guy underneath, he's checking the chassis and for leaks, and draining the old oil, and putting the plug back in, and he changes the filter and puts a new filter in, and he does whatever the fuck he does down in the pit. I can't see him, so I don't. He could just be poking the underside of my car with a stick for all I know and not doing anything. But I mean, if that was the case, then where's all that oil going? Because they were pouring shit in, you could see that. So they get all done, and they're buttoning everything up, and they're saying, okay, ready to start on bay 1. And guy down underneath the car says, yep, ready to start. I'm like, okay, start your car. So I start it up, and I hear this, oh shit, turn it off. So I turn the car off, and then there's like 4 people now like at the front of my car, like looking in, and they like squat down and are talking back and forth with the guy in the pit, and then one of them grabs the pitcher again and fucking goes off and comes back, and it's not half full, but probably about a quarter full, and he's like, I had to get more oil. So I can't convince myself that it was the drain plug, that maybe he forgot to put the drain plug in, because I think if it was the drain plug, then as soon as they started the first time pouring oil into my engine, it would have just run right out the bottom. It would have been like, oh, shit, put the plug in real quick, no problem. I would guess it would have to be the filter, because I don't think that when you pour the oil in that it goes into the filter. I don't know. I'm also not a mechanic. I didn't ask. I was too busy just laughing my ass off, and then they went and got more oil. Put probably about 2/3 of what they had originally put back in my car, and then they checked it all, and everything was good, and oil levels fine, but just couldn't start your car You start it, and then you hear, "Oh shit, turn it off." It just cracked me up. Made the experiments all that much more enjoyable. So I don't know. I guess I kind of wish I had a portable blender with me at the time, so I could have made a smoothie while this guy was screaming, "Oh shit!" underneath my car. Anyway, short and sweet this time. I'll leave it there. I don't want to read the news. Fuck that. I don't feel like it. And you fuckers can't make me. So, not gonna. But, when I find more shit to complain about, I'll be back. In the meantime, see you later, fuckers. Have a good one.